Hi, my name is Mr. Kangas, and today we're going to be taking a look at Chapter 5, Section 9. This isn't going to be a very long video, as this is something most of us have seen numerous times over the years. These are called, we're going to be looking at measures of central tendency, so mean, median, and mode. And I'm also going to describe range, even though I don't believe that this chapter goes over it. I will go over that momentarily. But first we're going to get to mean, median, and mode. Mean, for a lot of us, the way we remember it is it's also known to the average person as average. There are some people in statistics communities who will tell you that mean isn't technically an average, but that's the way most people remember it. So we're just going to go with that. Mean is the average. So if I have, for example, 5 numbers, let's say I have 4, 6, 10, 15, and 25, and I want to find the mean of these numbers, I would add them up. So we'd do 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 10 is 20, plus 15 gets me to 35, plus 25 gets me to 60. So I added up my 5 numbers, I got a total of 60. So now I'm going to take the total numbers I just added, which is 5, and I'm going to divide that 60 by 5. So I'm taking the sum of my numbers and dividing it by the total number of numbers that I added up. So I have 5 numbers that add up to 60, so I'm going to take that 60 and divide it by 5. And you get an average of 12. So that's mean. Most of us have learned how to do that before. Step 1, you're going to add the numbers. Step 2, you're going to divide by the total numbers you added. So I added 5 numbers, so I'm dividing by 5. When I added up the 5 numbers, I got a sum of 60. And then I had to divide by the total number of numbers that I added up. The next one is median. And again, you should be taking notes on these definitions, so if you forgot to, pause it, rewind it, and take notes, because basically I'm going over 3 or 4 definitions right now, and you will have to use these definitions and examples to help you with the following worksheet. With median, if I have a list of numbers, I'm going to go with the same set of numbers I had before. Really important that you take your numbers and you write them from least to greatest or greatest to least. Do not leave them in a random order. With median and mode, you want your numbers written in order from least to greatest. Median is the number that's in the exact center, which in this case would be 10. One way to find median that some people choose to do is you mark off the first number, last number, next first number, next last number, until you have one number left in the middle. Sometimes with your lists, there is no exact middle number. If there is no exact middle number, I accept 2 possible answers. You can tell me the 2 numbers that are in the middle instead of just the 1 number, or you can tell me the number that falls in between these 2 numbers, which is what most people do. So for example, if 2 and 3 are in the middle, then the median would be 2.5. Either answer is acceptable to me. So that is median. So again, if you need to pause the video or rewind it, please do and take some notes. Mode. If you have a list of numbers, again, you want to write them out from least to greatest. Okay. With mode as well, because this will make finding the mode really easy. Mode is just simply the number that appears the most often. So if you take a look at this list, I have 4 6s. No number appears more than 4 times, so 6 is my mode. If you have 2 numbers that appeared 4 times in this list, then both of those numbers would be your mode, as long as 4 was the largest amount of times any number was seen. Okay, so you can have more than one mode, but mode is just simply any number that is seen or shown or represented the most amount of times. Range is the last one we're going to go over. Range is simply the difference between the largest and smallest number in, so again you need it from least to greatest. In this case the greatest is 5, the least is 1, so my range is 4. You just subtract the greatest and the least. You subtract the least number from the greatest number. So 5 minus 1 in this case, and so I have a range of 4. That's all there really is to measures of central tendency. In another video, if it's not up when you look at it, it will be up at some point within the next couple months or so, probably by October of 2011. I will have a video on what each of the measures of central tendency are used for, why they're important, why we have median and mode and not just mean. Some people don't fully comprehend that. I will get a video up as soon as I have time.